Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Discriminating Gamer. You know, the electric company called me the other day to tell me my payment was outstanding. What a nice compliment. Today, we're taking a look at Mission Red Planet. Now, this is the 20th anniversary edition. Now, this is a game by Bruno Cathala and Bruno Fedudi, and this game has been out of print for a long time, as far as I remember. It used to be by Fantasy Flight Games, and it was a fantastic game back then. And now, 20 years later, it's come back to life. It looks like there's going to be some new artwork to it, and so it looks like they maybe did a little change to the map up on Mars. Now, this is a game where you're basically fighting for resources on the planet, and you're trying to sabotage your opponents and everything out. But I'll tell you what. Let's go down to the table. Let's get this thing unboxed, and let's see what's inside. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I cannot tell you how excited I am about this game. I only got a chance to play this game a couple times way back in the day. I loved it. I'd never owned it. And I'm glad to see this is back. And I will have to mention this. Derek Stenning did the artwork on this, or the illustrations looks like. And this artwork is absolutely fantastic. I love this. I cannot wait to see what the inside looks like. I think I might have forgot to mention this is also published by Matagot, 2 to 6 players, and you're looking at 60 minutes to play it and ages 10 up. But let's flip this thing over. Now, it does look like they did change the map a little bit. I saw some stuff on that. It's got a new modular board, okay? Curious to see how all this stuff changes out. But yeah, I'll tell you what. Let's get this thing opened up. I want to see what is inside, and I want to get this thing played again. I'll tell you what. So, they always say if it's a good game and it goes out of print, it'll come back. And I'll tell you what, this was a great game, went out of print, and it finally came back. So, it's one of the reasons why I don't go look for too many older games, just because I know if they're really good, I'll see them again. Okay, so opening this thing up, looks like we've got a little bit of artwork, okay, on the inside. Love my artwork on that inside cover, as you guys know. Now, how is this going to look? Let's see, we've got an 8-page rule book. If I remember right, this isn't a real rules-heavy book, but a great quick reference. We got our round sequence right there, our phase icons, resource token distribution, and our event deck composition, and our global missions. 1. Cool. I'll tell you what, man, I love the look of that guy. I just love the look of that guy. Okay, so let's see, what do we got? We're going to start off with our introduction. We got our setup right here. Looks like everything's laid out very nice, easy to follow, easy to read, all our component lists. Okay. Here's playing the game. Now, it's kind of a smaller text. There's a lot on here, but it looks like there's some good explanations of what's going on. So far, I have no problems with this. Card clarifications. Here's a bunch of specialty cards, some event cards. You got a 2-player variant playing the 2-player game. All right, a little information right there, and that's it. Not a heavy rules game, but oh man, I remember this game being so much fun. All right, now looks like our board is going to be in 4 pieces. We get a little jigsaw puzzle for it. Let's see what it looks like when we put it together. Let's see if I can actually figure this out. So, see, I'm going to say that's probably going to look like that. You know what? You guys are probably going to laugh at me trying to watch me do this because, see that? We definitely know that's wrong. I like to kind of have some fun with you guys, and it looks like I'm doing it. Oh, well, no wonder. They're 2-sided. I didn't know. Yeah, no wonder. Okay, so let's flip this over. Let's see. How is this going to go? Is this going to go like this? Yes, it is. Because I want to look at both sides of this map once we get it done. Okay, there we go. Wow, that was painful. I'm sorry you guys had to endure that, but there you go. So it looks like this is going to be our map. We got our sections. Oh, look at that. E, F, C, D. Oh, man. I didn't even notice that. Okay, you guys just laugh at me all you want. I'll take it. But there you go. That is one side of this map. Now, if we turn this thing over, what happens? So if we flip those, and then we flip these, look at that. We have an A, B up here. You can't see that, but we do have the GH down here. Okay, and so we'll put these in here like that. And now we're going to have this, okay? But is that correct? All this does hook together. We do have lines, but what happens if we take this and we do this? Okay, I think that's how it's supposed to be. There we go. We got our AB and we got our CD right there. So now that looks correct. So now we can take this one. Well, we're spending a lot of time on this map. But I tell you what, I do like this puzzly, how they kind of have these kind of going together. All right, so we got our G and our H. Let's put those back together. And we'll flip this. And now we're going to see what the actual correct sides. Now, can you play them in the other configuration? That's one thing that I do want to know. So there you go. Everything seems to fit better that way. Okay, as you can see, your EF, we got our GH, and we got our map. Whew! Okay, now let's tear it all apart. That was fun. Okay, I do like it. I like how this map kind of goes together. I like how it looks like you might be able to do different configurations. I'm hoping you can do different configurations. That's what I'm betting on. But got to go to the rule book for that. I'll look at that afterwards. Okay, so looks like we're going to have, here's our icons. I can't remember what all this stuff is. I haven't played this game, and oh my gosh, I bet 15 years. Maybe one of these might be a first player marker. I don't know. There's your backside of them. All right, look, tokens look good. It's Matagot, so I've never had a problem with Matagot as far as everything punching out. And there you go. Proof's in the pudding. All right. Looks like we got some resources here. Let's see how those punch. Now, these do kind of come to a point. Kind of see how, well, see if I can get that to focus. So it looks like when punching them out, they kind of want to grab a little bit on that little corner point right there. But be a little careful, and they will still come out just fine for you. So no worries there. All right, let's just do this and flip this guy around. So it looks like this is going to be one of our trackers. It looks like we're going to be putting a little spinner right here. All right. Okay, and then what do we have here? Let's punch these out, make it a little easier to see what they are. Oh, I bet these are the little modules for shooting all the little guys up into space. I bet you that's what those are. Okay, and then I wonder if for modifying your locations on the planet. Like I said, it's been a really long time since I've played this game. Okay, so we're gonna get some extra bags. We got, looks like 4 empty bags. We're gonna get a bunch of our little people. Now, if I remember right, all of the peoples are gonna be the same cast. And let's see, so I don't know which one is gonna be the easiest to see. So the only difference in these, so we're just gonna really look at the one, is we're gonna look at this blue one right here so you can see him. Because from what I've seen, they're all the same mold. All they did is change the colors, yes. And okay, so there you go. Which is 100% fine for me. That keeps costs down and everything else. They don't have to build all those molds. And you know, that's the way the original was, and it worked perfect then. It works perfect now. Love it. All right, we're gonna get our little pieces. I don't wanna pull these out of the bag. I don't wanna lose them. Those are gonna be for our little dial, this little guy right here. Okay, and that's gonna be those, and that's gonna be those. We just stick those in there for now. Okay, we have 2 sets of cards. What is in the cards? Let's see, where's my eagle knife at? I lost, oh, there it is. Let's see, I can, you know, well, I can try. These are supposed to actually open up like this. Sometimes I try, sometimes I just give up because I usually can't. This one I can actually do, good. All right, so let's get these cards opened up. Now, it looks like we're gonna have a couple different sets. Let's look at the back. Mission Red Planet, cards, and then we're gonna have these ones here. And it looks like these are all gonna have this little color tab on the top. Don't know what that little color tab is for anymore, but I'm gonna look at this artwork. This artwork looks like it's gonna be relatively the same. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we have 5 different colors. I can't remember if everybody has to get a set of cards on their own, but it looks like each one of these 5 cards is gonna be the same. So we're just gonna, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna look at one card and we're gonna flip through the next 5. All right, so yeah, place a total of 2 astronauts and 1 or 2 docked ships. Place a destination token on one ship, either docked or launched. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yeah, they all say launched. Launched is a different word for me. There you go. Okay, keep an eye on that artwork. Oh, I'll tell you, some good stuff. Got our travel agent, our robot. Hope you guys can see these okay. If I get them a little closer, will that help you? All right, I just don't want it. Sometimes I get real close, it gets blurry. I don't want it to get blurred out on you. All right. Got more astronauts getting placed. But yeah, if I remember right, that's the whole thing about this. You're either placing astronauts and launch them up to the surface of the planet, or you got your astronauts on the surface of the planet doing stuff to either foil other people's plans or mining resources or whatnot. So, see, now these are the kind I like. You pull them apart, look at that. That's how the other one should have been. Okay. And you know what? I forgot to go through those cards right there. So these cards all look the same as well. We'll go through those here in a second. Now, these are going to be some mission cards. So we'll just go through those, take a look at them. I'll give you a second to pause on each one so you can kind of see. I don't know what difference is. I don't have the original version of this game, so I can't look and see what the difference is between the two. I'm really curious to see. I'm sure someone's probably going to post a video that has the old version, they get the new one. This is the changes. But I'll tell you what, everything I'm seeing right here looks great. So, and this, man, I'll tell you what, this was a fantastic game. I loved playing this game. The few times that I played it, I really wish I could have played it a few more times or a bunch more times even. I'm glad it's back in print. Oh, I literally cannot wait to get this one to the table. All right, now let's see what these are. Okay, so looks like they're going to be a little bit different. The only thing different on them is going to be this number 4, 3, and I don't know. I can't remember what this number means. Is it the number of and you guys can let me know in the comments below, please. Is this the number of astronauts you can have, or in the particular ships that get launched up? Okay, I don't remember. Or is this the number that you put in them? Or this, I think this is the destination or something like that. I just can't remember anymore. Like I said, it has been so long since I played this game. I'm just happy to see that it's back. I'll tell you what, I am so happy to see that this game is back. So yeah, there's not much difference in these cards other than that little number and whatnot. So there you go. And that's it. And ladies and gentlemen, there is not a lot to this game. Absolutely not a lot to this game at all. Okay. So let's get everything back in the box. I'm going to get all this stuff punched. I'm going to get it in bags. This box ain't going to go anywhere because I don't want these cards to get damaged. So I'll make sure that those get secured before anything else happens. We're going to just put these guys there for now. Let's drop these in here. Okay. Throw this in here. And it looks like this box is definitely big enough for this. They could actually throw an expansion in here and we would be good. All right. But there you go. Whoa, get that box closed. Okay, that is Mission Red Planet. Oh man, Bruno Cathala, Bruno Fiducia. I'm glad this game came back into place. Matagot, thank you for bringing this game back. Excited about this one, perfectly honest with you. And this artwork is fantastic. All right, well, let's head back up top. Let's close this thing out. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is the 20th anniversary edition of Mission Red Planet, What's Inside the Box. And I'll tell you what, this game just looks phenomenal. It looks great. I'm really curious, and I'm excited to see if that map if you can turn those tiles and maybe have different configurations. So it looks like there's 2 versions of the map. Potentially you got more than that if you can actually do that. That would be exciting. Don't know if you can or not, but we'll find out, okay? But I'll tell you what, I am happy to see this game back on the shelves again. So excited. Matagot, thank you for bringing this one back. I don't think it's going to be very long before we get this thing played, get it to the table, and get a review up for it, because I know this is, Cody and I were both excited when we saw this one. So there you go, 20th anniversary edition of Mission Red Planet. Well, thank you once again for joining us today on The Discriminating Gamer. As always, we please ask you to like this video on YouTube, on Board Game Geek, on Facebook, and on X. We also please ask you to leave us a comment on any one of those platforms. We'll get to those comments just as soon as we can. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please click that subscription button, join our family, and even click the bell and get notifications when we drop new videos. And also, ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoy the content that I provide you here, I humbly ask that you go click over on the link down below and go check out my own personal channel where I've been actually reviewing and doing some stuff for my own personal collection as well. You know, my daughter, she thinks I don't give her enough privacy. At least that's what she says in her diary. Please somebody help me on my feet again, and I don't know where I'm going, and I don't know where I've been.
Hey, Cody, I came up with your new Top 100 Games theme song.
Oh, great, let's hear it.
All right, here it goes. Some people think that it would be lame sitting around reviewing games. Cody does that and ain't it a shame? Now my friends, it's time for Cody's Top 100 Games. What do you think?
I don't like it.
Ah, he likes it!